Welcome to the Hamsi Analytics Daily Market Commentary. I'm Pablo Navarro. Today is Monday, September 17, 2012. For the market internals, the New York Stock Exchange advanced decline differential closed at negative 1,135. Nasdaq advanced decline differential closed at negative 589. We had 19 new 52-week highs for the S&P 500 and no new 52-week lows for the S&P 500. Very neutral readings here on the number of 52-week highs were good, and the breadth of the market was not good at all. For the volatility, there were 325,000 contracts traded on the VIX today, with 34 million in total premiums paid. For the dollar-weighted put-call ratio in September, we saw 9.43 reading, which is very bullish, with 34% of the total premiums paid. For October, a 1.66, which is neutral, with 43% of the total premiums paid. Here we have the daily chart for SPX. You can see here we have a little pullback, 4.6 handles for the day, and we closed at 1461. So far here we're still looking for some type of a pullback, maybe for the 1443 level after this big run-up we've had lately. We've been riding 2 positive, 3 sigma for some while now. Maybe here we get some type of a pullback to this level for another entry point here on the long side. CI continues to be red but positive slope, and you can see it here. 12 for CI dips continue to be on the positive territory. For the sigma channel width, it's still increasing here as the market goes higher, which is positive. Let's go to get some targets here. On the upside, we're looking for 1483, and on the downside, 1443. If we look at a shorter term range, let's go to the 60-minute chart and look for the weekly support, pivot, and resistance. Here we are right now, basically at weekly pivot, and you can see it here at 1456. That's gonna be our first support. If we do break to the downside, we're looking for 1438, pretty much in line with what we got on the daily chart. So 1440 could be the downside target we've been looking here. On the upside, we're looking for 1483, and that also is in line with the 3 sigma on the daily chart. So here we're looking for these two levels we have here. Based on what we have been getting last week, the bias would be to the downside, maybe come and test this 1440 level, due to the fact that we have come a long way up on the very short term. We talked about maybe being a little bit overbought very short term. Let's go to SPY. On the SPY 60-minute chart here we have the same point. We're looking for 144.4 and 149. Those are going to be the two levels here. But as I mentioned, the bias is to the downside. If we do get a break of this 146.26 level, we'll be looking for the 144.41 level. It's important here to make maybe a little pullback after we have this huge run up. You can see here from this break of the 0.6 up, making a new yearly high almost every day we had, except once. So important here, maybe get a pullback, get those levels back in charge. 144, maybe 143 level would be some type of a decent pullback here, and then continue to go higher as the earnings season starts. For the IWM, this is the Russell Etf. We continue to go higher. We made on Friday a new all-time high. And again, we are a little bit overextended due to sigma channels. We are riding the positive 2, positive 3 sigma, which is a little extended here. CI turned to red, which is a warning sign, but still has a positive slope. So bias continues to be to the upside. Small caps, we talked about being lagging the other indices, and then it just catched up after it broke the inverse head and shoulders we talked about at 82.50. So targets here would be 88 on the upside, and maybe looking for 84.50s here. A little bit pullback, maybe we get to 82.5 level and test that inverse head and shoulders support again, and then we could go higher from here. We go to the 60-minute chart for shorter term range. We can see here we're looking for 84.47 in line with our daily target, and 82.55. That's gonna be support number 2 here on the weekly support. For the resistance, we're looking for 87, 80, 60, and 88, 80. So again, I'm looking for an 88 level here on the daily chart in case we go higher. But again, would be very positive to see a retest of this 82.5 level, and then we could bounce higher, maybe go to that 89 we talked about. Going to the Qs, here we have the Nasdaq Etf, and we're pretty flat here, down for the day 0.05, so basically nothing here. We have a doji on the chart, and let's look at it on the daily chart to begin with. We are a little bit overextended. Another indices here on the +2, +3 sigma channel. We want to come maybe back to 69, 68 level, get some retests there, and then come back higher for higher readings. Of course, this index has been doing pretty well due to Apple, its great performance over the year, almost 70% higher. We're going to look here at the targets. We're looking for the 69.60. That's going to be important to break to the downside and maybe get that 68.80. Those are the important levels here. On the upside, looking for 71 and 71.80. Those are the levels we keep in mind here this week. Very important. Here we have the same chart. This is the 60-minute chart for the Qs. You can see here how we've been going higher. Make some consolidation here. Then rocket again higher. Consolidation looks like here a bull flag. You can see it here on this 60-minute chart. Then we go again another leg higher. And looks like we're trying to make here a small bull flag. Maybe find a breakout here tomorrow and test the new highs. It's important that if this happens, we do take out the previous highs here and make up our way higher. We could come here and maybe even test a long-term bull flag around here, this level to a 69. This is on a very short-term 60-minute chart, so be watching maybe a 69.20, 69 level before we get a possible breakout. We have a special offer by TradeStation. Get your Hamsley Analytics proprietary indicators paid by TradeStation. Contact Active Traders Office in Chicago, Peter Albino, at the number listed below. Have a great day, and I'll talk to you tomorrow.